back in uniform for the Atlanta Braves on Friday night. The Braves hosting the Dodgers in a doubleheader. In the first game, bottom of the third, Otis Nixon would steal second base, and then third, his 38th stolen base as Lenny Harris misses the tag. That's the sixth time this year that Nixon has stolen both second and third consecutively. And then Nixon would score in this diving catch by Cal Daniels on Lonnie Smith's fly ball. The sac fly by Smith gives Atlanta a 1-0 lead. In the top of the eighth, though, the Dodgers would get on the board. Mike Sharperson would single off Braves starter Steve Avery, and this would score Jose Gonzalez and tie the game at 1 apiece. And then Bobby Cox's club would fall behind in the top of the ninth as Juan Berenguer would surrender this opposite field home run to Stan Javier, his first home run of the year. And the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead in the top of the ninth. In the bottom of the ninth, some great hustle by Javier as he goes for this foul ball and then leaps the fence as he tries to catch it. And then Terry Pendleton with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth would tie the game up as he would single to right field. This would score Jeff Treadway and tie the game at 2 apiece. The game-tying hit given up by Jim Gott, who blows the save, but things would get much worse for Gott in the bottom of the 10th. Relief pitcher Kent Merker forced the bat with the bases loaded and 2 men out because the Braves' out-of-position players would work the count full and then walk. And Merker, who's hitless in his major league career, forces home Ron Gant. Atlanta wins in 10 by the final of 3-2. Merker, the winner, is 4-3, while Gott, the loser, 1-2. Friday night's doubleheader, Eddie Murray got the Dodgers off to a quick start in the top of the second with a solo home run, his 8th of the year. Comes off Braves starter Pete Smith and gives Los Angeles a 1-0 lead. The Dodgers had a run in the top of the third on a sac fly to make it 2-0. But in the bottom of the third, Deion Sanders, just back from the minor leagues, would deliver this RBI single. This would score Rafael Belliard. And it's suddenly 2-1 Los Angeles as the Braves make a comeback against Dodgers starter Mike Morgan. Still in the bottom of the third, Terry Pendleton would tie things up as Pendleton lashes this double into the left center field gap. And this would score Sanders, who had stolen second base, and the game is tied at 2 apiece. It would stay that way until the top of the 6th, when the Dodgers would retake the lead. Juan Samuel with the 2-out, 2-run single to score Stan Javier and Mike Sharperson. And this gives the Dodgers a 4-2 lead that they would not relinquish. Los Angeles gets some solid pitching from Mike Morgan. Morgan goes the distance, striking out 3 Braves as he allowed just 5 hits. Here he strikes out Terry Pendleton in the bottom of the 6th. Then in the top of the 8th, the Dodgers put this one away with 4 runs. With the score now 5-2, Chris Gwynn hits a 3-run home run, his 2nd of the year. Comes out Brave newcomer Dan Petrie and makes the final score 8-2. Morgan, the winner, is 9-5. Rick Mailer, the loser, falls to 1-4.
Leading Minnesota Twins are at home on Friday night as they open up a 4-game series with the Chicago White Sox. Here's a good look at Charlie Huff as he releases his no rotation on the knuckleball, a ball that traveled just 52 miles an hour. Moving on now to the top of the 2nd inning, Sammy Sosa off Alan Anderson, a 3-run shot to left field. Home run number 9 as Greg Graybeck and Corey Snyder both score. RBIs number 24, 25, and 26. And the White Sox lead it 3-0. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Huff will try and put one of those knuckleballs past Shane Mack. But Mack has other plans as he puts one into the seats. Home run number 8, RBI number 28. And the White Sox lead is cut to 3-1. Then still in the bottom of the 5th inning, Pedro Munoz will come up, and Munoz will hit a solo home run to left field. Home run number 3, and the White Sox lead is trimmed to 3-2. But that's the way this ball game would pretty much wind up, as Frank Thomas will play with equipment manager Willie Thompson's bald head. And the White Sox would get one more insurance run in the top of the 9th inning. Corey Snyder with a solo home run here to left field. Home run number 3 for Snyder. The White Sox extend their lead to 4-2. That's the way this one finishes up as Charlie Huff gets the win, his record 5-3. Alan Anderson with the loss, his record 4-6. Bobby Thigpen, his 15th save.
In Milwaukee, it's the Yankees and the Brewers bottom of the 3rd inning. Paul Molitor with a triple off of Scott Kamenicki to left center field. In comes Bill Spires as he races around from first base and scores RBI 28 for Molitor. 1-0 Milwaukee. Molitor will come in on a ground out to make it 2-0 Brewers. Top of the 4th inning with a score of 2-1. Mel Hall steps to the plate and he hits a base hit off of Don August into right center field. Don Mattingly comes in to score RBI 38 for Hall, and this game is tied at 2. A run-scoring double play made it 3-2 Milwaukee in the 6th, and in the bottom of the 8th inning, former Yankee Willie Randolph came up and he hits a fly ball to right field. It will skip by Jesse Barfield into the corner. Robin Yount and Candy Maldonado score for Milwaukee. That gave the Brewers a 5-2 lead. That would be the final score. The winning pitcher is August. The losing pitcher is Caminiti. And Dan Plesac came in to pick up his 5th save.
Just outside of Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego as the Padres play host to California rival, the San Francisco Giants, on this Friday evening. Here in the top of the 2nd inning, Bruce Hurst will get Greg Litton to go down on strikes. To end the top half of the 2nd inning, Bruce Hurst went 8 innings, allowing just 5 hits, 3 runs, while striking out 4 batters. Moving on now to the bottom of the 5th inning, Bruce Hurst will help his own cause with a single to left field. Tim Tuffle scores. The ball will get away, so Bruce Hurst goes into second base, and the Padres lead it by a score of 1-0. Still in the bottom of the 5th inning, Fred McGriff comes up, and he will walk with the bases loaded. That will bring home Bruce Hurst. RBI number 50 for McGriff, and the Padres go on top by a score of 2-0. And still in the bottom of the 5th inning, Gerald Clark comes up, and he delivers with a single into left field. Thomas Howard and Tony Gwynn both score, and the Padres increase their lead to 4-0. But the Giants would fight back in this game. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Kevin Mitchell will come up and crush a 3-run home run to left field. Home run number 12 for Mitchell, as Mike Felder and Willie McGee both score, and the Padres lead is cut to 4-3. But in the bottom of the 7th inning, Gerald Clark will come up and belt a solo home run to left field. The ball will hit off the top of the wall and bounce over just out of the reach of Kevin Mitchell. Home run number 7 for Clark, and the Padres increase their lead to 5-3, as this is the way the game will finish up, as Bruce Hurst wins his 9th game against 4 losses. Don Robinson with the losses record now 3-6. Larry Anderson his 3rd save of the season, as this win by the Padres snaps the Giants' 6-game winning streak. The roof is open at Olympic Stadium in Montreal and will be for the next several days, as a severe thunderstorm ripped through Montreal on Thursday evening. But tonight the Expos are playing host to the Pirates, as this opens up a 3-game series. Here in the top of the 2nd inning, Don Slott with a single to left field. Barry Bonds scores, RBI number 13 for Slott, and the Pirates lead at 1-0. Then still in the 2nd, Jose Lean with a single to right field. Lloyd McClendon scores, and the Pirates are on top by a score of 2-0. Then here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Zane Smith, pitching a fine ball game, strikes out Marquise Grissom for the 2nd out of the inning. Zane Smith went 8 innings, allowing 5 hits, 1 run, and striking out 3 batters. Then in the top of the 7th inning, Jay Bell adds to that lead with a solo home run to left field. A career-high number 8 for Bell, and the Pirates extend their lead to 3-0. And then still in the 7th inning, Bobby Bonilla will come up, and he will hit a double to the gap in left center field. Andy Van Slyke scores, RBI number 40 for Bonilla. The Pirates extend their lead to 4-0. They go on to an easy 6-1 win. Zane Smith is now 8-6. Haney gets the loss. His record drops to 0-2. And the Expos have now lost 5 straight ball games.